Guys, welcome to another Thursday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick, and this week I'm going to be talking about something that I saw recently out of the vinyl community that probably doesn't shine the best light on the community, and I'm sure it's been probably talked about a bunch on a bunch of different videos, but I'm going to add my 2 cents into it today. So I'm sure a bunch of you have already seen the pictures up on all the different Facebook groups out there, but so over the weekend, Walmart had a $15 vinyl record sale. And, of course, I saw a lot of people posting pictures of the stuff they picked up, including myself. I'll toss a picture up there of what I bought, just to show that I was kind of part of the club that joined in. But what I wasn't expecting was kind of the blowback against a lot of these people that, including myself, that went and took part in this shopping spree, I guess, if you want to call it that. So if you don't know, Walmart, they're a big chain store, big box store, stores all over the world, and they had a sale for it's early Black Friday, I guess is what they were calling it, and all of their vinyl records were $15, regardless of cost. And I picked up a couple of ones I picked up, normally run upwards of $40. Got them for $15. It's a great deal. I thought no big deal. I posted a picture of a lot of the stuff I buy anyway, so I tossed it up on a couple of different groups I was in, including the Vinyl Den Facebook group, which if you're not part of, join the Vinyl Den Facebook group. We're slowly growing, but it's a great place that we're trying to create to create more of a conversation about vinyl records. But anyway, I put it on there, and I just kind of thought it was another picture going up, and then I started reading comments on other groups, on other posts, and some of the comments got really kind of ugly, and I wasn't really expecting that. I know that I've been a vinyl collector for at least the last couple of years. I've been back into it, but I've been buying records for almost 40 years. And I bought records from all sorts of different places. When I was growing up in the 80s, and I was even listening to vinyl records all the way through the end of the late 90s. I got records from a lot of different places. I bought them from record stores, sure, but a lot of the stuff back then you could buy from Kmart, you can buy them from Meijer, you can buy them from a number of different stores. I think Sears used to sell vinyl records, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And obviously, when I got back into buying vinyl records within the last couple of years, Dearborn Music is my place that I shop at. It's just a fantastic record store. If you don't have a record store in your area, they do. I think it's if it's over $50, they ship anywhere in the United States for free. You can order through their website. It's a great place to shop. They're a great place to deal with. They got great customer service. But anyway, so that's pretty much where I buy most of my records from. And I know in the times that we live, in the economic times that we're in, it's really important to support these independent record stores, because they have been disappearing off the face of the earth at an alarming rate for the last 20 years, really. And I know a couple of the ones I shop at, on a semi-regular basis. A couple of times a year I'm making out to a couple of them that I know are really struggling, and they put out GoFundMes and things like that to kind of help offset the expenses that they've incurred. When they're closed down for months at a time, they still have to pay their rent. They still have distributors they have to pay and things like that. So, I understand all that cost and how important it is to shop at these local places, to give them as much business as we can. And I do. I buy several hundred records a year, and a vast majority of them, I would say almost exclusively, I shop at, whether it's Dearborn Music or another place is Culture Clash Records down in Toledo, Ohio, which is a great place to shop at. They're both great places. I deal with them pretty regularly. I also buy a lot of stuff from independent record stores through Discogs. I do get some stuff from eBay, but those tend to be just individuals selling stuff. But anyway, so I do spend most of my dollars there trying to help those businesses. As I know, I can probably buy, that Led Zeppelin 3. I can probably get it cheaper online through Discogs, wherever, but I choose to pay a couple of dollars more at Dearborn Music just to kind of, because I know how important it is. Because you're not going to go to Walmart, for instance, and walk into their music department, because first off, they don't have a music department, but walk in their electronics department, and ask for a recommendation, because a lot of the people there don't know anything other than what's on the shelf. So that's something that you lose out on those independent record stores, those great places to visit and just hang out. Because it's one of my favorite things to do when I go to Dearborn is just kind of hang out and talk to the people there, talk to the customers. It's just a great atmosphere, and you don't get those at a lot of those big box stores. But anyway, kind of back to what I was talking about, though. I saw a lot of hate from people I have talked to on numerous occasions on Facebook in different groups. I saw them really attacking people for shopping at Walmart. And I really don't get it. I understand, like I said, that we need to support our independent record stores, but when it's a deal like that, I mean, I don't really understand how you can pass it up. And I would never attack somebody else for making a decision to shop at a place like that. Just like I would never attack somebody for not taking advantage of it. The thing I don't like is when people go out there and attack people on social media about it. Now, I will say it did seem like a small minority of people in these groups that were attacking people for shopping at Walmart. So I don't want to make it sound like it's a huge systemic issue, but I think the problem could be bigger than what it really is, because I know probably 2 months back, I was just having to scroll through on YouTube, and I found a video from this younger girl. I want to say she was late teens, maybe she was 20 years old, talking about her vinyl record collection. I think she had, at that time, had 6 records. And I don't know when this video was put out, or if it was new, or if it had been out for 2 years at that point. I really don't know. I just happened to stumble across it on YouTube. But, so she's going over her records that she has on her shelf. And I started scrolling down through the comments, and because one of the other things she talked about was her record player. So, of course, in the comments, people are just hammering her for the way she stored her records on her shelf, because she likes to have them face out so she can see the cover. When you only have a couple of records, it's not a big deal. Who cares? The other thing they were attacking her for was the fact that she had a Crosley bookcase, or one of those little Crosley record players, just open up little case record player, whatever they're called. And people were attacking her for that. And then, I think that's what really, I think, puts people off from getting into the vinyl community. When you're a younger person and you're putting yourself out there and you're putting videos out there and you're talking about it online and you're really enthusiastic about listening to your favorite music on vinyl for the first time in your life, and then you go out there and people are attacking you for the way that you're listening to it, or the way you're storing your records, or you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right. I know Crosley record players are not the best things to listen to your records on. Over the long term, they probably will damage your records to a certain extent, or at least wear them out faster than they should. But for her, if that's her entry level getting into vinyl records, if that's what she's using to listen to it, that's fine. It's an entry level player for someone that's getting into the collecting hobby. And, eventually she's going to realize, it's probably not the best thing, and she'll probably move on and buy something a little bit more in the mid-grade range. But you know what? There's also Audio-Technicas out there. They're probably just as not great for your, I know it's probably not the best way to say that, but not as good for your records as the Crosleys are. There's a lot of really, bad entry-level record players out there. But the whole point of it is it's kind of the entry level. That's where you're going to get into it, and the more you kind of get into it and understand it, you're probably going to move on and upgrade to a better system. I know I have. The other interesting thing about that Walmart sale was, because I probably went to, I think, 4 or 5 different Walmarts. I had only bought records at 2 of them. And I didn't buy a whole lot. I think I bought maybe 12 or 14 different records combined. But what I really noticed was a lot of younger people over there flipping through them, looking at different things. Now, granted, it a lot of the stuff you're gonna find at Walmart is kind of your, more mainstream kind of media or mainstream kind of music, I should say. And if that's what gets a kid into records, that's great. That's great for the community. That's good for vinyl records and sales and everything. Because if you're a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid and you're like, hey, this Wall looks pretty cool, Pink Floyd The Wall, they're not going to pay $42, $43 for it at your local record store. They'll pay $15 for it, though. And if that's what kind of gets them into it, like I said, that's great. Because eventually they're going to make their way to a Dearborn Music, a Flipside Records, a Found Sound, Encore Records. There's just a host of stores, at least here in southeastern Michigan, that are fantastic record stores that these kids are eventually going to make their way to. And that's kind of the way I look at it. The other thing is, yes, you should be supporting your brick and mortar record stores. They're kind of the lifeblood of the vinyl record market. But the other thing is, the more that big box stores see this as a viable area, a way that they can make money off of, because that's what the bottom line is to them, is making money. You want to know something? The bottom line to Dearborn Music is making money also. The bottom line to any business, any record store, is making money off it. But if these big box stores see it as a viable way to make money, they're going to invest more in it. It's going to be better for the vinyl record community in the long run. Should we be buying a lot of our records from Walmart, from Target, from Best Buy? No. But you want to know something? I buy them there, at least several times a year. I know the new Ozzy album that came out this year, I bought the Best Buy exclusive because it looked really cool. So I bought the Target exclusive of Lover by Taylor Swift because I liked the way the color looked. There's those exclusives out there that I have no problem buying from those bigger box stores. Because like I said, we should be supporting everyone across the board. Obviously, a bulk of your sales do need to go to those independent record stores. And like I said, most of mine do. But, you shouldn't be attacking me because, I buy, maybe 30 records a year from these big box stores when I'm buying 300 of them at independent record stores. It seems really disingenuous, really, to me. Well, that's all I got for this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. I'll get on off my soapbox now. I'll just kind of leave it as saying, support people. Support people in whatever way you can. Damn it, just be nice to people, I guess. In the world we live in right now, with all the hate and everything that's out there, especially through social media, just knock it off and support people as best as we can. If you don't have, like my mother always told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut and don't say nothing at all, I guess. But drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. You can throw your hate my way. It's okay. I'll get down off my soapbox for now. Come back this Sunday. We'll have a much happier show with Ian. We're going to be talking about Black Friday, Record Store Day. Talking about some stuff that we're looking forward to. At least I'm looking forward to picking up. I will be there on Black Friday. I'll be online at Dearborn Music. I know Ian has to work, but he'll be involved in the conversation at least. How about that? But so come back and check that out. If you like the episode, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. Go out there and check us out on our Facebook group. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.